Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Natu.
And Dan from Adelaide Hills Full Drive Park. Here we go. Roll the intro. Good morning, Dan with Dan Natu's Adventures. To my right is Cam, the owner and manager of Adelaide Hills Full Drive Park. We've got him here today to just explain a little bit about his park and what he has on offer. So Cam, if you could just tell us what are the main attractions to your park?
We've got four main attractions. The first one is how inviting it is to novice drivers, people who are nervous and novice, or they just want to come and learn some more. We've got a very good training ground. We have an area dedicated just for training, and that means that your standard dual cab four-wheel drive with side steps can safely navigate the entire training ground and have no risk whatsoever of damaging your vehicle.
It's absolutely fantastic. I mean, my vehicle's pretty well stocked, and we've been able to get right around the park on a lot of the tracks that I'm sure you'll tell us about in a sec. They're all colour-coded to suit each individual and their strengths.
That's right. So once you've established a bit of skill, you can then go and try it more for real in a more real environment. And we've graded the tracks to 4 different levels, which is novice is white, and the majority of tracks are probably white. Then it goes into blue, which is a distinct step up, and green is another distinct step up, and then into black. And by the time you get to the green and the black, you're really dealing with people who are highly, highly experienced and in a car that's modified. And that includes not only the body being lifted, but also larger wheels and tyres to lift the ground clearance up. Then after that, you've got the camping, and it's absolute bush camping. It's 100% off-grid. The only thing that's really on offer there is some toilets, which are being replaced, hopefully by the end of the year. Currently, the traditional long drop, they're pretty clean for long drops, but they are being replaced into compostable, solar-powered, clean, lovely toilets.
Clean and green, the way to be these days. The campground we managed to stay at was called the Billabong, which is probably the premier campsite at the park here. Absolutely beautiful. You're right next to the water's edge, you've got trickling water, beautiful gum trees everywhere. Very large site, so perfect for multiple vehicles.
It's a great spot. Like you can, with those 2 campsites nearby, you can have up to 10 vehicles there. I actually like the one around the corner at 7. That gets lovely sunsets up with the sun against the rock, and you still get the water but no, plenty of choices. And then you got the ones on top of the hill, which is unbelievably popular. But for me, they're a bit exposed to the elements, but man, they're popular.
But the view's stunning. I mean, we're perched up on a hill at the state-of-the-art accommodation called the Cottage, which is probably the next topic we'll cover, and you just have these stunning views.
Well, the Cottage, yeah, it's again completely off-grid. There's no television. You've got to be mindful of the energy that you use. You have hot and cold running water, and you've got a toilet. It's a beautiful bathroom with a lovely single room. You can do your own cooking inside and out, and it's just idyllic.
It is. I mean, look, we had all our camera equipment, charging and whatnot. We were conservative with the lights, but beautiful hot shower, very comfortable. High-end products for your cooking, cutting, all that kind of thing. It was very, very comfortable staying.
Hey guys, we've got the key for our cabin, so let's go have a look. Come. Wow, so far so good. All right, let's go and have a look. Let's check out the bathroom. Wow, this is really pretty. Wow, so nice. Hey guys, so we also got a beautiful selection of complimentary teas, coffees, as well as, even some chocolate. Don't mind if I do.
Well, there's more.
There's always more.
There's more. There's the house.
The house.
Right.
How could I forget the house?
Well, that's actually a shed converted to a house.
Yes.
We don't have approval to use it yet, but that's got sleeping for up to 10 people. There's a dining table, a beautiful oak dining table for 8 people. There's leather lounges galore. There is a TV there. There's a kitchen going in. That will be the ideal mate's house, or like 2 families, you know, and it's just perfect. But we've been testing it. We're not allowed to lease it out yet, but we've been testing it, and we've had 2 families in there now 3 weekends in a row, and it's just been a ball.
I believe the other perk is you're making it pet friendly as well. So people could bring their dog up and
Yep. In fact,
stay nice and safe in the yard.
in the yard itself, we're making that as dog proof as we can. I mean, the people still need to be responsible for their dogs, but we're making it as comfortable as we can, so the dogs roam around in the front and backyard, which are connected, and then hopefully also about the acre or 2 acres or so, which is fenced in. We're hoping that as well, but no promises on that.
With the training track, I believe you had mentioned that there is accredited and non-accredited training. Can you run us through that?
Right, so that's a slightly separate operation to the park itself, but the management through the Australian Driving Institute is a nationally recognised training organisation, or an RTO, and ADI provides accredited and formal training to industry. Now, that's a bit different to recreational. So when it's with industry, it's really particular, and you get a nationally accredited certificate and so on. You can do the same thing for recreational, but it's not quite as stiff as that. And that's what we're introducing as well, is training, which is 1 hour introduction, 2 hour, which is just an extended introduction, 4 hour, which is a bit more serious, and then a whole day course where you attend with other people, you learn together, you get bogged together, you recover together, and you assess things, and you just become a slightly more educated driver. And the one thing I'm really keen on, because at the end of the day, I'm a driving enthusiast, and I have interests in all forms of driving. 4-wheel driving is a completely separate art form, and there's a lot of mythology. There's a lot of mythology, and to actually sit down and learn some basic stuff, especially if you're brand new to it. We're running women's only courses, and they are really popular. And there's these women who are getting their training up and their knowledge. They go and do a couple of laps at the park. They've been staying overnight at the campsite too, which is fantastic. And they're testing their skills before they go bush.
Probably showing the boys up too, I'm sure.
They have a different attitude towards learning.
Yeah, so my mother would say the same thing. She's a much safer driver than my father.
I'm not going to go there.
No, that's fantastic. So we've got training from just your hobbyist, just a upskill, I guess, around your 4-wheel driving, right through to corporate for training around mine sites and other various.
We train instructors also.
Okay, fantastic.
Which is a real privilege. As a trainer, to teach a trainer is a real privilege. So we do a lot of that.
Fantastic. There's a ton of developments happening here at Adelaide Hills 4-wheel drive park. We highly recommend you make the short drive out, literally an hour away from Adelaide. Come and enjoy the tracks. Meet Cam and his gang. They're incredible people. good or what?
That's perfect. That's perfect as.
Come hold this.
Got it.
Yeah, so just getting the fire started.
Hey, that's not how you do it.
It's working. Works. Traditional.
All packed up and ready to move to our next area. It's raining, but it doesn't stop us. Oh.